Welcome to Park Center High School for the Section 5 Class 3A Boys Soccer Championship. There have been a couple of upsets along the way, so we've got the number 4 seed Mounds View taking on the number 3 seed Park Center in the championship game. Hi, I'm Jay Wilcox along with Sig Ligry. And Sig, we don't have to look too far back to see how these teams might match up. It was only 10 days ago that they played here at Park Center. 4-2 Pirates win, and that in large part helped them get seated ahead of Mounds View and thus be at home tonight.
Yeah, that's exactly it. They thought they were going to get the seeding, but since they lost that game, it flipped around. So it's number 3 against number 4. Both teams match up really well. And if you look at the history of Mounds View, they tend to really peak when it comes to the sections.
Yeah, big win for them in the semifinals. They handed Maple Grove, who is not only the top seed for this section, but ranked number 1 in the state. They handed them a 5-4 loss in the semifinals. Right. And a lot of people around the section weren't terribly surprised because we've seen that a lot in recent years in this section. It wasn't always the same teams. Maple Grove was out for a little bit, but that's an impressive win when you can knock out the number 1 team, and they're looking to back that up with another good performance here tonight.
Right, and that score was 5-4. That tells you how potent this team is. They can move the ball around. They have 2 good top scorers who can put the ball in.
And Park Center, it's been a good year. They're getting better as they go. Both teams, along the way have had a stumble or two. It isn't like they've gone through undefeated or anything like that, but they both played pretty good competition. I think the Pirates are feeling pretty good about their chances here tonight. They respect Mounds View, they know that, but they also feel like if they play their game that they've got a pretty good shot too.
Well, that's the key. If you play your game at this stage of the sections, then you should be okay. But they're not going to overlook Mounds View, and the same the other direction. They know that these teams are good, and they can come out early and score early and put the pressure on.
Let's take a look at key players for tonight's game. And Sig mentioned Mounds View, a couple of guys who've kind of led the way, and one of those, Sam Hoyt. He's had a good year for them. They're pretty good from the wings, it sounded like, according to Coach Jason Barnhouse from Park Center. Hoyt and company are going to have to be reckoned with.
Well, he's got 12 goals, 7 assists so far in this season. Yeah, you got to watch these guys. It sounds, from what we've been talking to the coaching staff, that they do like to send the wingers down. That means that they're good at crossing, good at getting the ball back into their other teammates.
And there's not much doubt who other teams kind of zero in on when you're talking Park Center soccer. Sadiq Jabate, kind of an amazing season for him. I think he's outscored a lot of teams by himself. Obviously, Mounds View is going to have to pay quite a bit of attention to him tonight.
It'll be more than quite a bit. I'm going to guess that they're going to mark him up pretty tight so he doesn't get a chance to score. He's got 35 goals, 18 assists. Now, the 18 assists stands out to me because that tells me that he's moving the ball around and he's finding teammates to get the ball to for the score.
Maple Grove had a guy named Chris Franz who had a similar season in the semifinals. He was held off the board by Mounds View, so they know how to play against a very good quality individual player as well here tonight. Just a perfect night for soccer. No wind at all and very warm for this time of October, so weather will not be an issue. We should see a great one here tonight. The winner goes into the state tournament. It is Mounds View and Park Center for the Section 5 3A Championship. Up next here on CCX.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV.
Welcome back here to Park Center High School as we get set for section final soccer, the 5-3A championship between Mounds View and Park Center. Thanks for joining us here on CCX for what should be a very good matchup here to decide who gets to go to the state tournament. And by the way, we get to have a state tournament this year, which we did not last year. For this time of year, you can't beat it. Literally 0 miles per hour is accurate on that wind, and mid-60s as we get set for the beginning of tonight's game. Sure, by the end it'll be a little cooler, but you can't beat it for this time of year. As we take a look, as we said, some upsets, at least seeding-wise. Maybe a lot of people might say, I don't know if they're really that big of upsets. Mounds View over Maple Grove in that semifinal round, and Spring Lake Park had eliminated the number 2 seed Champlain Park in the quarterfinal round. And so we end up with 2 very good teams here. And again, as I said, the history in this section has been that we don't necessarily see 1 versus 2 very often in the finals. Mounds View is in white, Park Center is in green, as Joseph Swallen will start it out for Mounds View. As you get a look at the starters, Park Center on the right and Mounds View on the left. Aiden Patrick in goal for the Mustangs and Zach Jensen in goal for Park Center.
I'm still amazed that it's 66 degrees. We're normally doing our pregame with mittens and heavy jackets and mucklucks.
And to me, I think even the wind is more of a pleasant surprise. There's so many section games that have the wind being a very big factor.
Right.
And obviously that's not the case tonight.
No, you're right. It's usually coming in from the north at about 30 miles an hour. Ooh. Big collision right off the bat. We got a foul called against Mounds View.
Park Center will start it quick here as they look to work the left side. Return pass going out there for Pablo Casillas Lopez, but knocked away. And that one got out of play, so we'll get a throw coming here for Park Center. Mounds View got one early against Maple Grove, and their coach Joe Warren said that, you know, that really gave them some confidence. Not that they weren't already confident. They won the Suburban East Conference. They've had a great year. They've had a great soccer history. So I don't think they walked in thinking they were any kind of big underdog or anything like that. But still, it made them realize, yeah, we're going to get some chances in this game. And he said, you know, maybe wouldn't have necessarily expected 5-4 because I don't think you ever really expect that in a playoff game. But, you know, the chances came and they put some away as Patrick will take this goal kick here for the Mustangs. Launch to the outside, but Pirates there first. Now Angel Martinez popping it high in the air, and then that header is going to go out of play. It'll be a throw for Mounds View. Return pass there knocked away though, and here come the Pirates. Jabate trying to get some space. Runs into a wave there of Mustangs though and knocked away.
Yeah, we'll see if that continues. They double teamed him that time.
Swallen dropping the nice pass off. Nice step up though to meet it for Drew Harrinan for Park Center, and then this will go the Pirates' way. Free kick here for Kyle Wamstead. Wamstead putting the left foot into this one, and he gets plenty of it and headed. They're trying to spring Jabate there, but the keeper, Patrick, will get over to it first. He drives it low, and they get a good bounce out of that as well. Pirates figuring they better just get it out of there, so knocked off the field, and we'll get a throw here for the Mustangs. Always interesting. Here's a through ball, and it's tipped in. Mounds View on the board early. As getting to it was Henry Elias, and the timing was perfect.
And this is almost exactly what happened against Maple Grove when they scored 4 minutes in and got the momentum going and never really looked back, and they got the early score here.
You see Bryce Dullum sending it, and Jensen coming out just a touch late. I think he was a little indecisive there, and that allowed Elias to get to it, and he knew he didn't have much time, but he also knew the keeper was going to be coming out and maybe out of position a little bit, and just tapped it by him. So 3:04 in, the Mustangs strike and lead it 1-0. Here's a takeaway by Jabate, getting ahead of Steenback the other way, and knocked away from him though. Coming back nicely was Arshad there. Strong step up by Casillas Lopez. Jabate. Swinging it around right side there for Jimenez. Now they'll serve one in, and coming out is Patrick to grab that one before Samson Oyedokin could get to it. There's a look at the goal scorer, Elias. His 10th goal of the season, and at this point, none bigger considering it was in a section final.
Boy, absolutely. You couldn't peak at a better time.
Casillas Lopez does a nice job to possess that one, but then the next ball taken. Knocked loose again, though, and a return turnover as picked up there by Jabate and swinging it around to Jimenez. Jimenez will leave it there for Camacho, and then that next pass a little behind its intended target. Wamstead up with the header. And out of play it'll go. Throw for Mounds View. So we don't have to wait long for, sometimes you get more and more tension built when it stays 0-0. Now these teams can just kind of play free and get after it. I think the fact that they saw each other just so recently probably makes this game, I would think, they're going to be more relaxed and ready to go right from the get-go than maybe if it was an opponent you just hadn't seen before.
Right, because, there's no secrets here. They know each other. They know how they play. They just played each other 10 days ago.
Trapped down there by Martinez. And Coach Barnhouse, he said, yeah, we figured that was going to be an important one for seeding. So, yes, we went all out. I mean, we treated that kind of like a playoff game to try and get that win. They did, and it ultimately led to them being at home. But Mounds View able to get on the board early here. We'll see what the Pirates can do. Park Center's done a pretty good job possessing. I think the play overall has been pretty even so far. Oh, there's a takeaway, though. Elias coming in 2-on-2. And then dropped the pass off and broken up on the sliding play by Shinobi Vang there for Park Center. As this pass, one Wamstead would like that back, didn't get enough of it, and Elias jumped it. Now, Elias might have been too unselfish there. I think he had a better angle and a better look himself.
Yeah, he could have carried that in.
Back it comes Elias, trying to get across away. It was blocked, but it'll be another throw here for Mounds View.
Here's a look at the goal scorer again.
A little battle for it along that line. Banged out. It will be a throw for Mounds View again. Go back with it to get a little more space to work with. Chipped into the box and coming out is Jensen to get it. Jensen, not a real experienced keeper according to Coach Barnhouse, but he's done a very nice job for them.
Here's a look at Jason Barnhouse, head coach.
6th year and 11 years in the program. Pirates on the move, and stopped in his tracks was Oyedokin, but then picked off, and now they try and send it ahead.
He had to back off because he would have been offside.
Yep. Elias trying to gain control here, but a strong step up. You see, not much time to work with for either team. I mean,
no.
You're not going to see them laying back and just playing position. They're going to get after it.
Yeah, this is going to be a one-touch, two-touch game. If you possess the ball longer than that, you're going to get smothered.
Banked ahead. Now, just as I say, there was never going to be any time to work with. There was a little bit. Mustang's going to turn and try and switch fields here.
Yep, they're setting up.
A.J. King going to come back with it here. I don't know. You don't want to do too much of that with Jabate lurking, though.
Right. He got rid of it in time, but that's something that the coach is going to have to be keeping an eye on. Don't give him a free opportunity.
One-on-one battle here. Oyedokin coming away with it, but then lost it. They stick right with him. That pass getting through. Hoyt trying to get there, and Wamsted's not going to take any chances. He'll hammer it out. There's a look at Joe Warren played some professionally, and now fourth-year head coach with the Mustangs. And I said not all of it was with Joe at the helm, but they've kind of had a history of knocking out some of our teams from the CCX area, whether it be Park Center a couple times, whether it be Maple Grove just the other day, also Champlain Park they took it to last year. So they have been a bit of nemesis. Here's Elias dropping the pass back. Cleared but not out of there, and Hoyt had a try. That one was blocked. And now pushed back the other way. Pirates looking to quickly counter. And losing his footing there was Jabate. Mounds View fans like that. I'm guessing they're well aware of him.
Yeah,
here's Elias, has some room. It's onside. Elias cutting it back to the middle, rips a left-footed shot it up and over the top. And he had a lot of time and room, although he did not have that great of an angle. He was off to the side, and I think did a smart thing here by pulling him back to get some more room, but then the left-footed shot just got underneath it and drove it too high. So we stay at 1-0 here, just 10 minutes now into the contest. Mounds View leading Park Center here in this Section 5 championship. And there's a takeaway and an opportunity, but offside. It was offside. Boomed high in the air here as Mustangs trying to gain or keep control anyway. Sent ahead toward Jabate. Jabate, ooh, and then stumbled over it.
No call.
Now this one will get out of play. Another look here. I think he kind of stepped on the ball first on his own.
He did right there.
There, yeah.
Got the feet.
Even though it looks like a big collision there with Foster Conlon, I kind of agree with the no call. He had already fallen on his own.
Yeah, he was getting his feet entangled with him himself.
Pirates looking to swing it over left side here now for Casillas Lopez. Back for Oyadokin. And it will be a throw for Park Center. Dropping it back. Koala putting it out front. Strong header there, and we're going to get a foul called against
offside.
Offside, excuse me. Yeah. Even though they haven't generated anything great yet, you can see that the ability to do so is there for these guys up front for Park Center. And Mounds View, I don't think, is going to ever feel relaxed about anything until the ball's in the other end of the field, because those guys are capable of striking in a hurry.
Yep, and they know that.
Jimenez sending it up. Jabate receiving. Finds Oyadokin. Got away from him a little bit, though, and jabbed loose. Martinez will swing it back. Wamstead gonna serve one in. There's Conlon getting up to deny with the header.
It's about they're looking for a foul, didn't get it.
Swollen, now the Mustangs working it straight up the middle of the field, but then broken up there nicely by Vang. They'll come again though. Elias unable to get past Casillas Lopez there. And that'll be a push against Elias. So a free kick coming up here for Park Center. I seem to remember from past years too, in general, Mounds View seems to be a fairly physical team. And that's maybe the way that you see a lot of it in their conference. I think the Northwest Suburban kind of has a reputation that way as well, that you'll see a fair amount of physical soccer, and probably in both of these teams' regular season schedules. Pirates able to force the turnover there and deflect it ahead. Jabate trying to turn and go, but he was met. Good work by Conlon here. Sending one up. Well read though and intercepted. Martinez. Got it there to Camacho, and he sends it long, and a strong header there. Knocked loose and a turnover forced. Here comes Swallen. And he's able to draw a throw in there. Oh, I'm sorry, it'll be Park Center's throw. Harinen's throw, bouncing, deflected. Hoyt takes it away. Looked left with it, and then he tried to get it back to him. And a pass drop back to Swallen. He didn't know somebody was behind him, though. It is going to be a trip. It's outside the box by about 3-4 yards, but Swallen had time to, I think, really think about a shot here if he had gotten rid of it quickly, but I don't think he realized he had Koala right on his back. However, Koala called for the foul. Pirates pleading their case here. Official telling them to back off and get their wall set up as Mounds View will have a free kick in a pretty dangerous spot, already leading it by a score of 1-0. And Hoyt will take it. Hoyt fires it up and over the net. And so that chance goes by the wayside. Goal kick upcoming here for Park Center. We're a little over 15 minutes in. 1-0 Mounds View our score. As you get a look at the little bluff, and then Hoyt following up, but got underneath that one, ripped it too high. Mustangs a little space to work, and now sending it long toward Elias up that right wing. Elias trying to save it, not able to do so. It will be a goal kick, I think.
Yeah, it
Elias
is.
trying to sell it there, but
right. Well, hey, why not? Elias already having a pretty good game, not only with the goal but attacking.
Oh, and there's a giveaway right to Hoyt. Hoyt faking now, fires. Oh, and Jensen just gets his paws on that one. Boy, Park Center's going to need to clean that up. That goal kick going right to Hoyt. Nice fake here, and then he rips a shot, and that one would have been in. It was going to stay low enough, but Jensen fought it off. From that range, it's all he could do.
That's exactly it. Here comes the corner.
Koala getting ahead on that one. It'll be a throw for Mounds View. Boy, he almost grabbed that ball before it had gone out, and I think that's what Park Center bench is saying right there. Carter Lassard picked it up when it maybe hadn't quite gone out yet, but that's not the way they rule it. So ball sent ahead. Nice header by King, though, for the Mustangs. And now they're going to serve one in long. Jensen comes out to meet it at the top of the box there. And he will boot this one away here as he sends his team up. Again, no wind to deal with for either keeper tonight, and Jensen showing off a strong leg right there. Nearly a takeaway by Swallen. Now Koala being pressured there. Had it knocked loose. Hey, we saw just a good example for both teams right there. You can't be too confident or overconfident dribbling.
Nope. Because
you may very well lose it. There's a takeaway by the Pirates, Lopez. Knocked free out to midfield. That's going to be a handball as Martinez came up to block that one. He was in good position, but the ball just glancing up into his hand there. So free kick here for Mounds View. Some back and forth so far. I think you'd say the Mustangs have had the better of it overall.
Yep.
And obviously they have the one goal on the board too.
Yeah, they've been possessing longer. They've been attacking the ball when a Pirate player gets on it.
Camacho up with the steal there. Try to get it back to him though, and taken in return by the Mustangs. They'll look to work that left side. But that pass stolen away, and now it's Jabate. He is going to send one long here. King racing after with Oyedokin. King will send it out as Oyedokin getting up out of the way of that one so it would go out off of the Mustangs. They throw it in to Samson Oyedokin here. Now Koala. And he slips. Pirates fans wanted a push call there. They don't get it. Now trying to go over toward Elias. Has Hoyt with him there too. Elias maintains possession. And his cross was knocked down and volleyed in the air by Camacho. But the Mustangs staying with it. Nice step up by Wamstead to break that up, but Swallon is there.
Mounds moving the ball around very effectively.
Swallon lost it to Camacho as the pass was out front of him just a little too much. King trying to get control. I don't think he hit that one the way he wanted to, though. Oyedokin trying to come away with it and does. Playing it for Jabate. Back over. It was knocked away, actually. It'll be a throw coming here for Park Center. Jabate turns and crosses that one. It'll roll all the way to the other side. And then that one volleyed up and out. It will be a goal kick up coming here for Mounds View.
Yeah, trying to make something happen, but didn't quite get the right angle that they wanted. Here's it again. Left-footed cross. Nobody was there, actually. Either that or he's taking a shot and missed.
Yeah, I think it was a pass. And he was expecting somebody to kind of be on that right on that far post, and they just weren't quite there. It still ultimately almost resulted in a chance, but the way it looks so far, chances are going to be a little hard to come by for Park Center. So
yeah, I think Mounds View defense is pretty quick getting to the ball, and I think they are obviously marking up on number 10 and maybe even double teaming a few times.
Martinez sending it ahead. King getting up for the header there. But now knocked back. Here's Jabate trying to turn and go. All kinds of traffic. People smashing into each other there. A couple guys went down. It'll be a throw here for Park Center. Trying to get an angle for a cross. That will result in a corner.
So first corner of the match for the Pirates. Let's see how they do on a set play.
Koala lining this one up. You got Oyedokin right out front. Instead, they go to Jabate with it. He'll send one out front. Ooh, and Patrick had to get just his right hand out to punch that out. It was actually quite a good pass. Battle for it in tight here near the top of the box. Pirates do get control, but then Casillas Lopez didn't quite get himself squared up and ended up driving that one way wide. There's another look at that ball curving. Oh,
well, that was more.
Missed. Drew Harrinan was there. They were looking for the header.
Yeah, that was more.
That was very close.
Yeah, that was more dangerous than I thought it was.
Driven out toward midfield. So Park Center in the last few minutes, kind of things trending their way a little bit more as they get a couple of opportunities near the net anyway. Headed backward there by Mounds View, but it'll ultimately work out as chased down there by Arshad. Pass broken up there nicely by Casillas Lopez, but then taken right back. See Mustangs possessing, swing it around as they look to come up the right side. Elias will drop it back there. Asher Wynn is in number 9 for Mounds View. I would think just, based on the weather, the coaches could kind of substitute just however they want tonight. It doesn't have to be worried about, I don't think it's quite warm enough that you worry about guys getting way overheated, but obviously not cold enough that you have to, really worry about that part, about muscles getting tight if you sit too long and all that.
Right. Which is unusual for the sections.
It really is.
Because normally we're up there freezing.
Nice takeaway there. Little spin move too. Swallen dropping that pass off. Gonna send this one long.
Onside.
Yeah, wait
no,
a minute.
it isn't. Okay.
The flag came up pretty late. I looked too, right when you said that. I was looking and that flag was not up yet. But either way, it'll be an offside call.
It's Jack Chen. He's AR1. And running down the officials, we have Andy Ball, center ref. Jack Chen, AR1. AR2 is Sean Nelson. Fourth referee is Troy Naylor.
Out of play it'll go. Throw coming here for Park Center as Harrinan will trigger it in. Jabbed loose and then sent up the line, but picked off there by Martinez. Getting it onto the foot of Jabate. Oh, look at that move. Jabate. Let's see, is this one blocked? No, it looks like
I think it says a goal kick. Look at this move right here. Another one and another one.
Oh.
Excellent.
But you
Fun to
see
watch.
Conlon stayed in position.
Yes.
He wasn't the primary defender there, but that second move against the team that was less disciplined might have led to like a rocket shot from there.
Yep.
But Conlon was still just right in the way. So good positioning there by Mounds View. That'll be a push going against Oyadokin. And it'll be a free kick upcoming for Mounds View. Under 15 to go now here in the first half. That early goal by Henry Elias still standing up as the only goal of the game for Mounds View. They lead it 1-0 here at Park Center. He had 7 games involving teams from our viewing area playing in section finals tonight. Now we've switched to 3 classes in soccer, so that's opened up more opportunities. That's part of the reason for sure, but still pretty impressive to see. Understand the Wayzata girls have defeated Hopkins in the section 6 final to advance to state for a mere 28th time in program history.
That is so unbelievable.
Here's Jabate, fires the shot. Didn't have a great angle, but he still got a lot on that one, and Patrick had to make a big stop there.
Yeah, Patrick was watching that one coming in, and it was a hard shot. Here comes.
Sent ahead for Hoyt, and it's offside. That one was pretty close. I wasn't quite so sure on that one, but obviously they had a better angle and look than we did. I think Hoyt was genuinely surprised that one was called. I think he thought he had, timed it out just right, but didn't quite work out that way.
Nope.
Let's see if we can see it here. He's offside. Yeah.
When you see in the replay, he took off a little bit too early.
Mustangs moving it left side here. Boy, they do a nice job of keeping it moving. And when we asked Coach, Coach Warren about, he said, there's times when we'll play it direct and look to spring somebody long if it's there. And I think the best teams do it that way. I mean, obviously everybody loves the beauty of possessing the ball all the way up the field, but the reality is a lot of times eventually your scoring chance is going to come from being able to spring somebody, and so I don't think you have to feel guilty about doing that occasionally if it's there, right?
You're right. I mean, when you talk to the coach, yes, they say they want to possess and bring the ball back on the transition to the counter, but yet if you see an opportunity, you have to go for it. It's just that, in the usual case, you want to possess the ball and move it up by passing it around, but your defender should be able to read where the midfielders are.
Swallen knocked it to the middle there, and it's going to be the keeper ranging out as Jensen will grab that one up here. Mustangs seem to have kind of regained the possession of late here, but not for long as Park Center quickly forces that turnover. Now Oyedokin come in to get it. He'll swing it around right side, but headed out of there. Near takeaway there for the Pirates, but Mustangs will regroup. Gonna send this one long up toward Hoyt, and he'll be able to track it down. Hoyt's pass dropped back and wound up between people. I think the first guy let it go through thinking it was going to be a great setup behind him, but then it didn't connect. Here's Swallen. Nice jab away there by Casillas Lopez. Here's Jabate. Knocked down, foul call. Conlon came up to meet him and knocked him over.
It's definitely a physical game.
Free kick upcoming here for Park Center. This will be Koala putting his foot to it as the guys get lined up out front looking for an opportunity here. And that one's going to get all the way. Let's see. No, goal kick upcoming. It was already out. As Oyedokin was there and trying to force that one into a corner kick. That sub's coming in as Camacho will come back in here for Park Center, and for Mounds View, Lassard will return. I would suspect we're going to see relatively short benches for both teams here tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, you
You're
can't. Yeah, I mean, you can't have minutes where you don't have kind of your full strength team out there in a section final like this. It just depends on how confident you are in some of your subs. But I think right now, and like I said, weather-wise, and that one they leave it for Jensen there.
And you're seeing that you're not going to see a lot of substitutions. You're going to go with what's been working for you, and you certainly don't want to give an advantage to the other side because you already know what the stature is of your players.
Jabate controlling that one, and his pass knocked loose. Try to get it back. Instead, the Mustangs back the other way. Elias was met there. Swallen now picking it up, and he will drop it back. You see, they're not at all afraid to go backward with the ball if that's what's open.
Right. That's what the midfielders do for you. They read the defense and see where any of the niches are.
Throw up coming here for Mounds View. Lassard will take it. Nice return pass, and then jabbed away from him again. Get another throw coming up here for Mounds View. Just under 8 minutes to go now in this first half. Still 1-0 Mounds View. Swallen trying to beat the D. Gets in close. Out front for Hoyt. And Jensen crawling, trying to get to it. And then the follow-up is driven over the top. That's a tough feeling for the keeper here as he tried to get to this ball. And he's literally on his hands and knees trying to get there for a moment. Right there. And he couldn't reach it. And drop back. And that would have counted. It was a good look at it again that everybody stayed pretty clean out there. There wasn't a foul, either way, trying to get that ball in the scramble. And look out, here comes Sadiq Jabate for Park Center. Fires the shot, and Patrick going down on his stomach to make the save.
Well, that had some zip on it.
Trying to drive that ball low. You see so many times that guys, obviously nailing one into the top corner is kind of the ideal way to score a goal, but a lot of times you see guys miss because they get under it, and sometimes keeping it low is not a bad thing.
No, it's not, because if you have a hard shot like that, you have an opportunity of getting a rebound.
Hoyt pushing it ahead, but it's Camacho first to it for Park Center, but then Swallen knocked it away from him. Nice sliding tackle there to break that play up, though, by Vang, but it will be a throw for the Mustangs. interesting first half here. Mounds View getting one early, and as we said, overall they've had the better of the chances, but still Park Center's also had opportunities. A nice return pass. Oh, and the shot just up and over the top. A near miss there for the Mustangs' Bryce Dullum. Boy, that was nice timing on this return, huh?
Yes, it was. Look at the
and
shot.
just a little volley.
Barely.
One touch and then a volley. He did everything right there except just got it a little too high.
Yep, that was only a couple feet lower. That would have been underneath the crossbar.
Elias turns with it. Battling with Camacho there. Play goes on. Not a game for the faint of heart there. You got to be tough with the ball. Both teams will get after you a little bit. Swollen trying to regain control there. Volleyed back in and then a header to get it out. Camacho sending it, but the Mustangs get it right back. Hoyt gaining control there. Hoyt with a nice step along the line there. Keeps possession and dropped it back to Swollen, and then that one sent out of there. King waiting for it to come down. He's going to use his keeper. It's Patrick driving that one out toward midfield, but Harrinan was there first. Hoyt keeping possession. Not for long, knocked away, and then let's see, who's it out off of? Off of Park Center. We'll get a throw for Mounds View. Swollen. Tried to get a return, but it was knocked away. Played to the outside for Hoyt. Finding Swollen, and they keep it moving. And outside for Hoyt. Hoyt's cross was knocked down by Wamstead. Sliding tackle there. The throw will be Park Center's. And back in for the Pirates, Pablo Casillas Lopez. Other than when we get substitutions or maybe the ball going a little bit out of play, not much time to relax. Every moment is tense out there. And that's the way it ought to be in a section final. And a battle there, and Martinez kept it moving. Now play to the outside for Oyadokin. And King jabbed it away from him. Mounds View's done a good job of not getting out of position. That doesn't mean they haven't, given up a chance or two, but they don't seem to be beating themselves by getting way out away from where they need to be.
Right, they got a 3-4-3 formation so that midfielder drops back into the back line.
Camacho sending it across. And now back the other way it comes. Camacho firing. Ooh, and Patrick had to make a save there. Park Center using the whole field as they went back and forth one side to the other and got away a pretty good attempt. As you see, Jimenez sending it back across, and a pretty good rip there by Casillas Lopez.
Boy, pitcher was at the right place at the right time on that one. That was another screecher coming in.
Jensen putting his foot to it here. Jabate trying to time this out, but Mustangs get there first. Now it's Camacho away with it. His pass, though, knocked down. Mounds View trying to counter. Taken away, though, from Swollen. Kawala. Send that one up, but broken up. And boomed in. This one's going to wind up over the net. It'll be a goal kick upcoming here for the Mustangs, as we'll tick down below 2 minutes by the time this one put back into play by Patrick. Mounds View leading at 1-0. A goal just over 3 minutes into the half by Henry Elias. And we've seen some chances after that for sure, both ways, but nothing more on the board as that pass too far out front. Park Center will get a throw as they try to quickly get after it. certainly a little bit different styles for these teams, Sig, but I think the one thing that is the same is they both want to play fast.
Yes.
You're not seeing like one team wants to go and the other wants to bog it down. They're both looking to move the ball quickly. Sent ahead here, and then that header to the outside, but Mounds View have the numbers back. Hoyt will drop it to the middle here. Back out to the outside, and this one will be a throw for the Mustangs as we tick under a minute to play in half number 1. Driven up the line, Pirates trying to get something going late in the half here. That pass to the outside, though, blocked. Hoyt will win the race to it, but then gave it away. That one was a mistake, considering time and situation. I think he should have played that ball ahead. Now Harinen triggering in toward Jabate. Back out for Hoyt with 20 to go in the half. Wynn sending it to the middle. Here's Conlon joining the offense. And now we will reach zeros on the scoreboard here. Our halftime score is Mounds View 1, Park Center nothing here in the Section 5 3A Boys Soccer Championship. We'll be back with first half highlights and stats, and then our second half as we decide a spot in the 2021 State Class 3A Boys Soccer Tournament here on CCX.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
And welcome back. Our halftime score is Mounds View 1, Park Center nothing here in the Section 5 3A Boys Soccer Final. We mentioned Park Center advancing with a semifinal victory over Spring Lake Park after Spring Lake Park had eliminated a very good Champlain Park team. Another look at that pass ahead as Jabate finishing there for the Pirates on that one. And then it's Koala giving another one up for Jabate, and he puts another one away for the Pirates there. It was a little painful, but he'll take a 2-1 win over Spring Lake Park on Thursday to advance here into this championship game. As you could look at the bracketing and that first round, the big one in the first round, I think, was the Spring Lake Park win over Champlain Park in overtime, and then had the semifinals with Park Center holding off that Spring Lake Park team, and Mounds View knocking off the top seed and top-ranked Maple Grove 5-4. So that's where we get to tonight, and Mounds View holding a 1-0 lead at halftime of this one. Reminder to vote for our CCX Sports Play of the Week, and this was a candidate for that, as Sadiq Jabate getting that goal. ccxmedia.org, the place to go. Click on the sports tab and then Play of the Week. And each Monday we put up new plays and get a vote for the next week on that. 1-0 Mounds View is our score here at halftime. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back with those highlights from the first half of this one here tonight. A beautiful night for soccer, and hope you're enjoying this one so far. Mounds View 1, Park Center nothing.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You will also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV.
We are at the home of the Park Center Pirates here, Section 5 3A Boys Soccer Championship. Park Center trailing Mounds View by a score of 1-0 as we take a look at some of the action from that opening half. And it was very early in the game that Mounds View gets one. Nice pass ahead there from Dullum, sending it through, and just a nice job by Elias to get to that one just ahead of the keeper, Jensen, charging at him. That came just over 3 minutes into the contest. Park Center getting some opportunities, and that one lobbed in looking for the header, and instead it was the keeper coming away with it, Patrick. And then here's a shot by Elias, drilled over the net. Jabate ripping one from a tough angle. That one was a sneaky good shot. And then Jabate carrying it here, goes low with it this time, but Patrick able to lunge out and make the stop. And then this was a nice play too, from one side of the field and then back to the other, and a pretty good rip there by Pablo Casillas Lopez. And you see the fairly even on the stats in that first half.
It certainly is. 6-5, Mounds View ahead. Shots on goal 2-3, fouls 4-3, corner kicks even up 1-1. It's been even on the stats, even on pretty close on the score. It's a fun game to watch because it's a lot of activity, a lot of movement. There's a lot of attacking the ball. You can't possess the ball more than a few seconds without being hounded by the other players. So it's been very entertaining. I think Mounds has done a terrific job of ball control and possession.
Take a quick break, and then we'll come back with half number 2. The winner goes to the state tournament.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize, and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes.
Sean McNatten on the left, Jason Barnhouse on the right. The Park Center coaches here. Their team down 1-0, and we begin half number 2. As we said, we change ends, and this year, unlike many times in the playoffs, that doesn't mean a big change as far as wind, because we have basically no wind here tonight at all.
Yeah, the weather has been very cooperative, so it's not a matter of skill versus skill. You have an early foul against Mounds View.
Swallen receiving that pass up the middle, back over to Hoyt. Got away from Swallen. Hoyt jumps in to help out though. And they'll come back with it and try to swing it around left side here. So they found Max Turchin. So a throw here for the Mustangs as Turchin will deliver that one. Swallen knocking it to the outside to himself there. And then leaves a nice little pass. Here's a cross and knocked down out front, and Jensen able to get to it. As Simon Greer sent that crossing pass. And boy, everything, the ball, the forward, and Jensen all arrived at about the same time here. Or excuse me, not Jensen, but the defender coming back, Jimenez.
Yeah, Jimenez doing a good job of getting back there in time to get in the way of the open net when the keeper was down.
Got a trip call there. It'll be a free kick here for Mounds View. Mustangs do a nice job keeping the ball moving. Hoyt will drop that pass back. Hoyt trying to step around Camacho now playing it. That's going to be offside.
Had the right idea, just didn't quite get the timing.
Interesting to see if either team or both teams make some adjustments here in the second half, or if they just kind of say, you know, for the most part we liked what we did. It's just they got one goal, we didn't if you're Park Center.
I think Mounds View has done exactly what it wanted to do, to be aggressive, move the ball around, mark up on number 10. Don't give him a chance to get a breakaway.
Swollen gaining control, sending it out far to the right side. I like that about both these teams too, is that they're able to, you know, use the whole width of the field.
The whole field, yes. Yeah, not afraid to move the ball around.
Sometimes teams get kind of tunnel vision and they can only see, you know, sort of that middle third.
Right, right.
Sent up the left side. Here's the Pirates look to go to the attack. Jabate stepping middle there. Uh-oh, that one mishit a little bit, and now it spins. Look at the English it had on it as it jumps back to Patrick there. And he will boot this one out toward midfield. Knocked off of Hoyt there. Swollen sending it ahead, but then knocked back the other way by Harrinan. Swollen gets it back. Now it's Hoyt. Nice return, Swollen. With a little space, he'll play it to the outside. Tried to go back to him. Still dangerous there as Elias tried to cut it to the middle. But Pirates get to it. Can't get it all the way as Jabate coming back. Send it back for King. Jabate pursuing him, and he's going to go all the way back to the keeper. Patrick will send it up the middle, but first to it is a Martinez. Now Harrinan. Jabate playing it to the outside there. Jimenez. Oyadokin coming to meet it. Finding Koala. He's doubled. Koala getting a step to the outside, and this is going to be a corner, I believe. No, goal kick.
Just a little bit off on the angle. There's Patrick with the goal kick.
Header flicked ahead. Swollen knocked down. Play goes on. You'll hear a groan or two each way. We've seen some. They're letting it go for the most part. Yeah, now here's Jabate stepping to the middle. Look out! Here comes Jabate. Drives that shot up and over wide right.
Boy, that was way right.
Probably the most room that he's had tonight, and obviously a little bit frustrated with that. He'd like to have that one to do again, but
I bet he would, because he was a little bit off balance when he actually kicked it.
Still, if they're able to generate that a few more times, chances are pretty good he might put one away. Hoyt tapping it to the outside. I mean, I guess it goes without saying at this point of a section final, but the next goal seems enormous. If Moundsview are able to get another one, they would be, you know, it would be tough. But if Park Center gets one now, there's still a lot of time. I mean, they would have the momentum and be right back in it. Here's Hoyt playing it to the outside. And a cross there as they tried to find Hoyt, knocked loose. And then served right back in. Nice job, though, by Vang to get to that one. And now Jensen will come out and scoop it up here for Park Center.
Oh, he sends it way up in the air.
His defender telling Jensen, I think he was tying his shoe and he wanted Jensen to slow it up a little bit, but he went. Here's Jabate had to get away. Come up the line with that, and it'll be a throw for Park Center. Camacho finding Koala. Leaves it for Harrinan. He'll keep it moving left, but then that next pass taken. Nice step up by Wamstead to get it back, though, for PC, but then he plays it to a spot where he was expecting somebody to be. They were not there. Throw instead for the Mustangs. Hoyt to Swallen and back to Hoyt. Keep it moving here for our shot, and all the way around left side with it, Greer. And then that one popped up high in the air. Taken here by Martinez, and he finds a wide open Jimenez. But then knocked away, and King will steal it. And I think we got a little bit of a hold there against Park Center, so we'll get a free kick coming here for Mounds View. Mustangs still leading at 1-0 here. We're about 9 minutes into the second half of the Section 5 3A Boys Soccer Championship.
It's still anybody's game.
And the second half's been a little bit more just strategic, not quite as much chances, at least early on here, but got a lot of time to play. I'll play it to the outside here for Elias. Couldn't get through the traffic, but then he blocks the clear, and Wamstead has to just knock it out of there, so that'll be a corner kick upcoming for Mounds View as Elias kind of stayed with that one and was able to just get his body in front of it. They go short with the corner and trying to send one out front. All the way around. Nice job to pick that ball back up. Here's Hoyt working his way through. They're going to leave it back for King, and he will send one up. Little swing and a miss at that one, though. It was blocked away, but a follow-up possibility. And now Jensen's going to charge out to get it. Jensen booming it out over midfield. Swallen's going to play it out. Played out again there by Turchin. Rather, not Swallen. Throw in Pirates. Back to Lopez and then returning it to Jabate. Jabate makes a move. Sending it out front. Oh, swing and a miss. The follow-up try is blocked by King, the defender. Oh my. Patrick was out of the net. He had a swing and a miss, and then even the next try on the far side was going to possibly be in, but King, the defender, saved it. Well, Park Center coming awful close there, but couldn't quite get the equalizer.
I mean, this was a gift. Nice pass. Nice cross here. Here's a deflection and swing and a miss. Holy mackerel. How could he possibly do that?
Oh, here they come again as Jabate trying to get to it.
Ball still in play. No foul call. That was contact with the ball. It's going to be a goal kick for Mounds View. Mounds View could use a break right now because they've been
got an injured
pressured.
Mustang down there. Turchin, I think, kind of got one below the belt.
I think he's going to walk it off, I think, but I don't think they're going to go for that. Referee calls in the medical staff. or coach to see how he is.
Another look at right here as he goes by him. Yeah, just got the arm up. It was getting frantic there. I mean,
yes, it was. It was getting crazy.
Park Center coming oh so close a moment ago to equalizing this score. And you feel like they've really got a sense of urgency going here. It will be interesting to see if, they're able to convert that into a goal. But not that they weren't playing really hard before, but they have turned it up a notch.
Yeah, the momentum has shifted to them, and Mounds was pretty much back on their heels for that span.
Camacho's pass knocked away, but they'll get it back. Here's Oyedokin. Koala, nice ball to Camacho in the middle. And then they keep it moving left side. Jimenez runs it down. Park Center, look at all the numbers they've got up. They are trying to get a goal badly here. They had about 6 guys in or near the box. Wamstead comes up with the header. Obviously, they could be vulnerable to a counter, though, here. Collision there, going to go against Park Center's Martinez as he and Swallow, and they kind of get in and mix it up. Things starting to get pretty heated. I wouldn't be surprised if we start to see some more calls. This one was kind of a close one. And they ruled that Martinez kind of stepped into him, and then
he got his shoulder inside the shoulder of the Mounds player, and that's what the call is.
So free kick here for the Mustangs, still leading at 1-0. Swallen will chip it over left side, but a nice header to get that one out of danger for the moment anyway. Pass tap back, bouncing away there. Bang stays with it. Oyedokin trying to get it going back the other way. And now Koala wins that ball back. Trying to go to Oyedokin, but it was blocked. And that clear is blocked. It stays in play, and Patrick going to come out and scoop it up. This is an awful long time for Mounds View to try to just fight them off. I mean, obviously, if that's what has to happen, that's what has to happen. But Park Center's coming at them hard. This, if it was under 10 minutes ago or something, you might say you could get by with that. But and now the other way it'll come, and Jensen will come out to grab it up.
Yeah, with this much time left on the clock, you don't want to play, primarily defense. You've been doing so well moving the ball and attacking, and that's been their mainstay for most of this match.
Nice takeaway there by Swallen, and then he is knocked down. We'll get a free kick here for Mounds View. He'll put it back in play to Hoyt. Pass almost got away there, but they keep possession. Sent out front there, and a nice header to keep under control, and Camacho then bangs it ahead. Jabate trying to go right through a couple of guys there. Tripped up. Foul call, Mounds View.
Well, that's what he's so good at doing, is getting possession of the ball and literally plowing through the defenders, that time drawing the foul.
So free kick just past midfield here for Camacho as Park Center desperately trying to tie this one up here, trailing it 1-0. Bounces all the way through. Harrinan trying to get to it, and it's going to be a corner kick for Park Center. Defender getting last touch on that one. Koala will head on out and line it up for the corner kick.
First corner kick for Park Center in the half. They had one in the first half. I think they're going to, yeah, they are going to send it deep.
Tried to go way to the far post. Nobody able to get there, though, and it's going to be a goal kick. They wanted, Wamstead was kind of cutting down that side, but just not quite there on the execution of that one. So goal kick upcoming for the Mustangs as you see Turchin back in. Patrick driving it up. Knocked out to the outside. Elias trapping it down. Got double team there, and the Pirates able to get the takeaway. Here's Wamstead leaving it for Camacho. Jabate tapping it outside, but King got there, but then he gave it away. Bounced off of Oyedokin's right foot. Swallen gaining control here for the Mustangs.
Park Center much more aggressive now, attacking the ball.
Played to the front, but knocked away. Swallen up with it though for Moundsview. He'll swing it around left side. He seems to have a good feel for where there's going to be some open space. Casillas Lopez took it away. He's going to send it long. Jabate giving chase. And Conlon will head it back to his keeper there, Patrick.
Good defensive decision. You could probably hear the footsteps behind him.
And the good thing about it, too, is he was decisive with it. He didn't hesitate. And that's sometimes where you can run into trouble, is if you're kind of unsure and maybe, you know, tap it to the side a little and give the forward a chance at it.
Yeah, I'm guessing the keeper probably gave him the direction.
Here is Oyedokin coming up the middle, and Patrick will slide out and scoop that one up, and Conlon gives him a little pat on the back. That was good decision making right there by the goalkeeper. And when it's done right, it kind of looks easy. You think he just came out and covered the ball. What was so big about that? But if you don't time that right, if you don't make the decision at the right time, it may not work out so well. Played up the left side, jabbed away. Another look at this one as you watch Oyedokin tapping it forward, and sliding at him there was Patrick. Wamstead will get it back over to Vang. Strong step up there, but knocked out of play. It'll be another throw here for Park Center. Moundsview would love nothing more than to kind of bottle them up here and not let the Pirates, immediately get back on offense.
Right, and the Pirates are also engaging in the long ball.
They attack up their left side. That gets away though from Oyedokin. We will get a throw here for the Mustangs. Wamstead serving one in. Harrinan back out to the outside for Jimenez. But now King first to it for the Mustangs. Ooh, that one deflected with the header. That could have been trouble. Conlon stayed calm back there. Pirates going to the attack again, but that pass broken up.
Yeah, the Mustang defense being very patient, staying in their position.
Oyedokin, kind of an unforced mistake there. It'll be a throw in here for Moundsview. And coming up injured there was Greer. Ball goes out of play. Let's see if Greer is going to try and stay in or if he's going to try and go out here. Yeah, looks like he's going to stay. Throw for Turchin. play it back here. And then that pass goes right to Koala. Sending it up. Jabate trying to get control. And it's going to be a throw for Park Center down toward the corner as Conlon got over to cut it off.
Now it's getting physical.
Camacho back in for Park Center. Throw in for the Pirates here, trying to battle back from this early 1-0 deficit. Been an entertaining game, although just the one goal very early in the contest. Battle for it down toward that corner. Mounds not wanting to give up a corner kick. Ball stayed in play. And finally jabbed loose. Sent out toward midfield. Wamstead got control briefly, and then Swallen comes back to take it. And stayed with it a little too long and taken back away from him. Looking for Jimenez up that left side. King is going to watch it roll out. That was a pretty good decision by King there.
Yes. Just kind of
decoyed the onrushing forward there and thinking he was going to play the ball. Mustangs get control here. Tried to send it through to Hoyt, but Wamstead quickly picks it off. Nothing coming easy up the field for Mounds View anymore. There were times earlier where they were really just moving it quickly, and Park Center now just attacking though. And that one mishit and goes out of play. Throw coming here for Park Center. Turchin would like to have that one to do again to at least get it upfield further. Controlled on the header, and it'll go out off Mounds View. We get a quick throw in for Park Center. Oyadokin lofting it ahead. Jabate trying to get control. Now it's Oyadokin picking it up and bangs it out off of Conlon. It will be a throw, not a corner. Oyadokin taking this throw in for Park Center. Nice header to get to it, and the Mustangs able to get a little space and then knocked away and sent back up. Going for Greer. Greer, nice step around the defender. Greer getting to the outside. Greer fires, and Jensen with a big save. Rebound is loose, and it's in. Elias knocked it in. Harrinan was a little slow to react there. I don't think he saw Elias coming. He could have probably cleared that ball, but instead it stayed laying out front, and Elias there to tap it in.
Boy, that was a free gift with all that activity in front of the keeper.
Really good stop by Jensen on the first one, but I thought his D didn't react that well right here, as Harrinan just needed it.
He tried to kick it, and Elias was already on top of him.
Yeah, easier said than done, and obviously we had the hindsight of seeing it from way up top here. He was trying to do the right thing. It just that Elias got there to knock it in. So second goal tonight for Elias, 2-0 Mustangs. And is it too late in the game for Park Center to have time to come back from that? We'll have to see here. 16 minutes to go. They have certainly been coming on strong in the second half. However, now down by 2 instead of 1.
Well, they need to score 1 goal pretty soon just to cut the lead in half.
Jabate stepping to the middle, then his back pass knocked away by Hoyt. Ooh, nice little return there, back toward Hoyt, strong on the ball, and he plays it to the outside for Elias, and here come the Mustangs again. Elias puts on the brakes, looking, now he rips a shot, and that went into the outside of the net. A goal kick up coming for Park Center. Obviously the Pirates are sending bodies forward, so sometimes that's going to happen.
Yes.
But that's, the risk you got to take when you're down by 2 like this.
Yeah, this is no time to hold back. They have to get a goal.
Harrinan trying to shield off, and it will be, in fact, a foul call on Elias there. So free kick here for Park Center. Koala dropping the pass back. Here's Casillas Lopez. Oops, almost hit the referee with that one, and instead taken here by the Mustangs. Offside.
Yeah, they had 2 on 4 and still got an offside. That's unusual.
Yeah, I think what kind of led to that was they didn't expect that turnover. So then Elias was sort of caught.
Yeah, no man's land.
Here's King. Drilling it upfield. And it was funny, I don't know who was on their bench, or I heard somebody say, guys, get it out. And I was thinking that with Mounds. I mean, you don't want to seem like you're just panicking and sending it upfield, but at times they've been almost a little too confident handling the ball, and I think when you're protecting this lead, sometimes you are better just banging it out of there. I know that feels like, youth soccer when you're just learning the game, but sometimes that is the way to go.
Yep.
Taken away from Jabate.
No call.
Yeah, it did look pretty clean, I thought it.
Yeah, I think he bumped into him by his shoulder, so no call.
Nice takeaway back. Mustangs moving it up here. Under 13 to go. They now lead it 2-0. Hoyt. Pass knocked away, and Pirates able to regain possession. And that pass to an open area, but Park Center staying with it. Camacho works it around here to Connor Draves. Here's Jabate. Trying to step through, but knocked away. Pushed up the field there. And that's where it reminds you that you want to do that.
Right.
At the very least. I mean, sure, you'd like to possess it all the way up, but at least get it in there. Now there's a turnover, but that little through ball was knocked away. Good recovery there by Wamstead. Pirates looking to push it back upfield, but that pass broken up. Hoyt jumps back up to play it. And tap to the outside. Wamstead will circle back to play it here for Park Center.
And you're right, Moundsview at this point don't necessarily need an attack unless one opens up for them, but move the ball down. Get the clock going.
Here's an opportunity as that was onside. Trying to squeeze out a shot out of it, but good recovery there as Greer was kind of alone, so he had kind of 1-on-2. He tried to get away a good clean look there, but it was blocked. Now Jabate leaving it for Camacho, but Hoyt jumps in to take it. Elias playing it back out. Hoyt electing not to keep going for that one though. And it will be scooped up by Jensen as one of his defenders having a little cramping issue, it looks like there. Strong header. Greer blocking that clear. Here's Greer with a shot, and it'll sail just wide. And it's a goal kick upcoming for Park Center. See some tired guys here, Greer being one of them, but also one of the defenders was having a little issues with cramps. But obviously they couldn't sub for him at that point, so he had to kind of do his best to keep on playing. There's Martinez coming back for Park Center. Boy, there was a stretch earlier in this half, Sig, where I would have said, I feel relatively confident Park Center is going to get at least one, but now it almost feels like they spent all their energy, doesn't it? I mean, not that it's over or anything like that, but it just feels like they threw everything they had at them, and it still didn't result in a goal, and instead Moundsview got one on the counter.
Yeah, I think when that counter, when Moundsview scored the second goal, took a lot of wind out of the sail, because now they have a pretty sizable hill to climb.
Yeah, and they're not dominating the play like they were for a stretch there too. Mustangs have done a good job weathering the storm. Here comes Greer again, kind of a one-on-one. Here's his shot, and he scores. Well, that will seal it up for sure for the Mustangs. Little under 10 minutes to go. And midfielder Simon Greer buries it for Moundsview.
Yeah, the defense just kind of went into a lapse right there. As we were saying, some of them are getting tired and a little bit deflated. Now they're in a giant hole. And you're probably right.
They were caught up field too. They're trying to push forward. They were leaving really only 2 defenders back and a lot of ground to cover. And Greer did a nice job staying patient. He had the one not too long ago that he, missed wide on, but
that one was perfectly placed, just inside the far post.
And we'll get a foul call here against Swollen, and now free kick here for Park Center. And they go back to the attack here. Camacho. Sent ahead, Jabate. Double team there though, and then it's cleared out off the body of Jimenez. We'll get a throw coming for Moundsview, so looking like the Mustangs are going to be claiming a section championship here.
Yeah, the Mustangs doing exactly what they put together as a strategy. Make sure they mark up tight on number 10, Jabate. And they've been doing that, marking him up and then also double teaming him.
Well, and I hate to say it, but they're kind of completing a playoff run, running roughshod through District 279 here. They beat Osseo in the quarterfinals, Maple Grove in the semis, and now going to beat Park Center in the championship. So they have kind of laid waste to the 279 teams here. And
they certainly have brought their A game. You're talking to Coach Warren before the match. He said they worked for this all year.
Jabate will be called for the trip there after it was knocked away and pleading his case here. Another look as you see. Knocked away there, and then he tries to get this ball back.
Yeah, he grabbed his jersey and tripped him backwards.
He got a lot of ball there, and I think that's what he was saying. But
yeah, not enough.
Right.
I think he made contact with the ball after the player was on his way down. Nevertheless. So right now the clock and the score are in huge favor of the Mustangs.
We had a foul call before that ball went out of play, perhaps, as Koala will come back in. Or did we just have subs? Yeah, that might have been it. Yeah, subs, not a foul there. And that'll be a trip on the Mustangs. So free kick here for Park Center, and things getting chippy down the stretch here. I kind of hate to see that now, especially when the game's seemingly decided, but
well, I'm sure Park Center's frustrated kids, but they have not been able to get a whole lot of quality shots.
Yeah, we got an injured Pirate down. I didn't see. Seemed to be away from the ball, and well, that's hard to say. I'm almost wondering if it's cramps. Yeah, he's grabbing that calf.
Yeah.
Because it didn't really appear to be relating to a collision or anything. Yeah, that's kind of the telltale sign there. Grabbing that foot and bending it forward. So I think we're having cramping going on. And he's not the first.
No, it's 64 degrees right now, so it's a little bit cooler. And the humidity is making it feel colder.
Koala is going to be helped off. And get another look on the replay. He's kind of got the ball there and knocked. Well, I guess it was a collision for sure, but it certainly appeared as though it ended up being cramps that he was feeling there.
So he's coming off the field.
In a way, I think it's kind of good that we got that little brief break. You just
Too much going on.
Yeah, you just get the feeling that there's going to be some rough stuff going on otherwise. And if you're Mounds View, I mean, yeah, you protect yourself and all that, but you need to walk away from any of those kind of things now. If you don't want to get a card and miss a state tournament game because you're retaliating or anything like that either.
Right. Yeah, now it's time to keep a cool head. They've managed to keep the ball going upfield, and their defense has been solid all night long.
Bouncing ahead there to Patrick, and he'll knock it out beyond midfield. And Pirates will just have to clear it out. We'll get a throw coming for Mounds View as tick down on the final minutes of the season here for Park Center. It appears they trail at 3-0. Here comes Jabate. Send that one ahead, but King interrupting that. And then we'll get a foul call against Sadiq Jabate. Helps up his opponent there. He knew that one was
Here's Mounsby with a free kick. Send that way downfield.
And that one's going to go bouncing wide. Goal kick up coming for Park Center. About 4.5 to go in this one. A couple of goals for that guy, Henry Elias, very early. And then he made it a 2-0 game in the 64th minute of this one. After an initial save by Zach Jensen. He couldn't clear it, and he was able to tap in a rebound. They double it up and knocked loose. Jabate steps around a defender, steps through another, and then knocked away. And we'll get a foul call against Park Center, I believe, or is it just an injury?
I think it's the injury.
Yeah, looks like he must have called a foul. It was, I think, after the ball was lost. Right? Oh, yeah, Jabate kind of got the arm up. A little inadvertent, I think, but got up into King. King's got those goggles to protect his eyes, though, at least on that. He's had a nice game. I mean, obviously, Conlon and King have had to be steady back there defensively, and they have been. And Patrick, ooh, little gamble there as he came charging out. Oyedokin was there. So Patrick had a few big saves, and he's done just a nice job of kind of field generalship there from the back, too. I think he's made good decisions on when to come out, when not.
Yeah, he's been controlling his defense perfectly. Telling them when he's going to take it and when he wants them to go after the ball.
Knocked away here by the Pirates. Take away and then back the other direction is Camacho, then lost it to Hoyt. Elias knocking it ahead. Wamstead gets over there to send that one high in the air. And it's going to get out of play. We'll get a throw coming up here for Mounds View. So we're now under 2 minutes to go in this one. Mounds View is going to win the section title, leading it by a score of 3-0. was a 1-0 game until pretty deep in. It was a very tense back and forth battle, but then that second goal, as Sig said, kind of maybe took the wind out of Park Center sails a little bit, and then they were, pushing people up and got caught, kind of with a outman situation and a not quite a clean breakaway, but a pretty open opportunity for that third goal by Simon Greer. Here's Hoyt. Battle for it down toward the corner.
Final minute of play.
Corner kick here for Mounds View. Trying to keep possession. It's knocked out. It'll be a throw for the Mustangs.
And they should be able to lock it out right here. Take their time. Foul called against Park Center. Waiting for the free kick.
Under 10 seconds to go. Header and then a follow-up is going to bounce right into Jensen. And that is going to do it as Mounds View racing out to embrace their keeper. And they will, as I said, complete their tour through District 279 teams as they defeat Park Center here in the Section 5 3A Championship by a score of 3-0 after beating Osseo and then Maple Grove, as Mounds View will head to state for the 16th time in program history, their first since 2017. Congratulations to Park Center on a very strong season. They'll end up one game short of a section title here, but did a great job to get this far. Congratulations to the Pirates, and obviously congratulations to Mounds View as they move on into the state tournament. Hope you've enjoyed this one here tonight from Park Center. For Sig Ligry and all of our crew, again, your final is Mounds View 3, Park Center 0.